Here are a couple ways to grow your very own Spotify playlist so you can promote your own music and truly get heard on the Spotify platform. Number one, keep the best songs at the top. Not everybody uses the Spotify shuffle play feature. Some people want to hear it continuously. So if you have some freaking really great Drake song, some great Travis Scott song, and then some no-name, unmixed, poorly recorded song, that's the easiest way to make all of your playlist spend go to nothing. So you want to avoid that at all costs. Now another one is don't worry too much about playlist size because the activity matters most. Some playlists, like I said, are huge but get no activity. So as long as people are actually engaging and actually listening to a playlist, then it's gonna give you more streams than other larger playlists with less activity.
Perfect.
Listen to your own playlist. Make sure that it has a continual kind of vibe and a continual mood. If you notice some songs just don't fit as well, then you're probably better off just removing it and then adding another one, or just keeping it gone because you wanna make sure it has a continual flow. If you want to get your initial follow base, literally go through your friends and network. Who doesn't have a Facebook with at least 200 friends? Who doesn't have Instagram? So make sure you share with them first, and then you can get your early followers, and then from there running ads. That gives you a little bit of social proofing in the initial stages. And if you don't want to go through the whole trouble, then you can use our Spotify playlist by running a campaign with Boost Collective. We are the most trusted, most organic, and most good-looking Spotify playlist agency, all right?
I be that pretty motherfucker.
You do not want to change the name of your playlist too much. Of course, there's no branding. People aren't going to stick around for that. You want to build a brand for your playlist, keep the same name, keep consistency, and you will get people that remember you. Trust me. The SEO playlist method, search engine optimization. You just take a song and you make a new playlist based off of a new release happening by a top artist and type in albums releasing this year. And on Wikipedia, there'll be a page that's gonna give you a full list of hip hop albums that are coming out. Pink Pantheress, she's an artist that makes hyperpop music. Make a playlist in one genre and then name it what that future release album will be. Once the song is finally released on Spotify and your playlist they think is an album, they put on shuffle, they hear some of the songs, then they discover new stuff. They're like, oh, it has more hyperpop songs? Dope, I'll stick around. These followers come with a specific end in mind. It's the album. And then just kind of switch the playlist name to fit the SEO of whatever new hyper niche albums are coming out. Once the hype of the album dies down, these followers might not listen to your playlist again. That's why I don't recommend this all the time. Everybody else is doing the same method. What do you think the effectiveness of that thing will be? Naturally, it will not be that high. A bunch of clout chasing playlist creators and you're gonna see 10 million of those. But if you're lucky and you can strike algorithmic gold, dude, you're gonna be getting more followers than you can freaking count.
Combo breaker!
Now just type in Tomorrowland 2022, 2020, whatever you're watching this. You're gonna see a bunch of playlists with that exact same name. Music festivals, even Lyrical Lemonade, just these big mega brands. So sometimes you can just spin one off based off a brand that already exists. Literally nothing will happen to you. Best case, you gain brand new followers on your playlist and get more streams. You need to have great Spotify playlist cover art. At the end of the day, the cover art is the first thing somebody sees. If you're gonna put a selfie of yourself, no one gives two damns. They're not gonna follow. It needs to have good design and it needs to be fitting the theme of the playlist. Here's a good design example. Here's another good design example. And here's another. And here's another. As you can see, they kind of follow the same premise. They have a human face. You want a face in your Spotify playlist. Of course, if it's like beach vibes and then you have some palm trees, that's fine. But for the most part, studies have shown that it's easier to convert people when there's a human face in your ad creatives. That's why all these YouTube thumbnails always have the guy's face. Also add some text about what it's gonna be about. Literally just write beach vibes or beach hits, something of that nature. You wanna keep it relatively short and you also don't wanna make it too specific. Example, we dry scoop. Anybody that works out knows that dry scooping is when you have protein powder and instead of mixing with water, you just take it directly when it's dry. It's called a dry scoop. It's relatable and like, oh, this is what I need because it fits me. The playlist creator understands me on that aspect and they're gonna understand me on the music aspect. Most Spotify playlist creators use Photoshop or an app called Photopea, which is basically like Photoshop but the mobile version to make their covers. If you can do it using that, perfect. But if not, Canva is available. Canva is available and free, and on Canva you can make both photos and videos. So it's a 2-for-1 special that costs you $0.
Yeah, boy!
You want your playlist cover to be very simple. Meaning, don't make it like neon green and then neon pink and then write in like Comic Sans font. You still want to have decent design principles. We made a video on how to make a cover art extremely important for trying to make your playlist cover.
It's me, Mario!
Now let's talk about the Facebook Ad Manager and how you can use it to get your playlist heard on Spotify. You can use a platform such as ToneDen to create a good looking smart link. And the smart link can have a link to multiple playlists if you want. Let's say you have 3 gym playlists, and instead of having just one destination link, have 3. Your song is going to likely be in all these playlists, so you're gonna be getting promotion from all 3 of the different playlists. Something like that can work really well, and the person can pick whichever one they want. It's like a 2-for-1 deal, because at the end of the day, which of the playlists get the most love, and then from there, more of our marketing dollars into that playlist. Grow, 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 grow.
Oh my gosh.
Now there's something called social signaling. When you're making a playlist, use Drake or these top artists like Ariana Grande, because that is something that people like already. They're gonna be more likely to tap that. If they don't know you, they can't like you, and they'll tap it less. But why can't my face be on it? I'm promoting my brand. No, you're promoting a Spotify playlist, and your music is going to be discovered on that playlist.
Fatality.
Not an easy process. It just requires a lot of consistent efforts. Just don't add too many songs. You know, you want to keep it somewhere between 60 to 120 songs, and you want to kind of switch it up every week. Spotify has Good Music Friday, the Discover Weekly and Release Radar on Spotify Radio kind of switch up every Friday too. Just make sure that it's not the same song 24/7. For other followers to be like, F you, we're going to another guy who actually cares about maintenance. Maintenance is everything.
Cause we just out here trying to maintain.
Spotify can then notice that your playlist is growing by having data constantly going to your Spotify playlist. And then when somebody types in gym workout, instead of it being gym workout hits, Gym Workout 2021, which is your playlist, can show up at the very top, and then you get new followers without spending any more marketing dollars. Reddit. Now Reddit is freaking savant. Why? Because Reddit has real organic interactions, and sometimes one Reddit post has the potential to go viral. Ads don't really go viral in the same way. But on Reddit, if you put a link to your Spotify playlist in a Reddit thread, instead of it being 10 people that check your playlist, it could be 10,000. So that alone makes Reddit worth your time. Pinterest. And I know what you're thinking. Pinterest? Do I look like a white woman named Bethany on a Tuesday afternoon wearing a cardigan?
Bruh.
Pinterest is not just for ladies, it's also for guys and ladies that love consuming media. Pinterest is a social media without any social. Photos, videos, bombarded at the user 24/7. Very, very consumer mentality. So if you can run Pinterest ads for your Spotify playlist, these are hyper-targeted people. Pinterest is amazing at knowing exactly who to target and in which way.
Let's go.
Even Michael Jordan only made 40% of the baskets that he shot. So sometimes you're gonna fumble the bag, sometimes you're gonna miss, but if your successes are super good, then it makes up for your losses.
Cause we just out here trying to maintain.
Hope you enjoyed this video on how to grow your Spotify playlist. This video shows you a lot about Spotify growth, and so does this one. Tap any of them and get ready to get her on Spotify. I'll see you on the other end.